Hey, what's up YouTube? It's Saiko here, and today I'm going to be bringing you my 2018-2019 regular season NBA awards, or I guess NBA regular season awards, which include MVP, Rookie of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, Sixth Man of the Year, Most Improved, and Coach of the Year. I will be giving short descriptions after I say everything, but if you guys are excited for today's video, hit the like button in the face. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and like always, let's get right into it. So, my pick for MVP this year is going to be Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's just because of the fact that if you look at the way that Giannis plays the game and look at how he's played throughout the entire season, he's just been the model of consistency for the Bucks organization. I mean, yes, James Harden is a very close second for me, and that's only because of the fact that he took a team that was potentially the 13th seed all the way to, I believe, the 3rd or 4th seed, one of those two. But the thing is, it's called the most valuable player, and yes, well, he is the most valuable player. I just think that Giannis has just been more valuable to the Bucks, and I just think that he deserves the award because he tried really hard last year to get it, and he wasn't even top 3. And James Harden, I mean, as nice as his accolades are, I just think that Giannis has just taken the Bucks to a whole new level, honestly. My Rookie of the Year this year, and mind you, this is Rookie of the Year, so throughout the entire year, has been Luka Doncic. And it's because of the fact that he has just been consistent from game to game to game until like the end of the regular season, because Dallas literally traded their entire starting lineup for a guy that's not even going to play for them this year in Kristaps Porzingis. But I think that Luka Doncic has been really, really good this year. And don't get me wrong, Trae Young has played spectacularly this year. But my problem is the beginning of the season. This is also the reason why I didn't give the MVP award to James Harden. In the beginning of the season, Trae Young just did not play to expectations until later on. He really had to like find his groove, like take the right steps to get to where he is today, and that's why Luka Doncic is my Rookie of the Year. He's just been playing absolutely perfect and just been playing amazing. My Most Improved player for this year is Pascal Siakam. A close second for me was D'Angelo Russell, and a close third was De'Aaron Fox, but I chose Pascal Siakam because he went from originally being a starter to sitting on the bench to starting again, and this time he's just made that jump because he made the jump from, I think, like 9 points to 17 points, something like that. I could be completely wrong about that. I'm not 100% sure, but he made, I'm pretty sure, a double-digit leap in his stats. So yeah, he went from like 7 points to 17 points basically. I just checked it, and yeah, that's why he's my Most Improved player. He's also been the #1 option when Kawhi Leonard sits out, because they've put the ball in Pascal's hands a few times when games have been close when they haven't had Kawhi. And I just think Pascal Siakam is he's just been playing amazing. He's also proven that he can really make plays, and just been a fantastic playmaker for the Toronto Raptors other than Kyle Lowry. My Coach of the Year this year is Mike Budenholzer, because he took a team that was the 8th seed all the way to the 1st seed, and I feel like he really helped bring out the potential of Giannis. He really helped Giannis a lot, and plus, like, Giannis has begun to shoot threes, unlike someone that's 6'10", plays for the Philadelphia 76ers, Sen Bimmons. Oh, that could have sounded really weird. But Mike Bud is my Coach of the Year. Michael Malone is a close second because he took a team that was the 9th seed in the West all the way to 2nd. That's why Michael Malone is also my second Coach of the Year, or he is my runner-up Coach of the Year, because he has been doing great. But I think that Bud has a lot of experience in the postseason, and also like just bringing a team just bringing up a team. So yeah, I just think that Coach Bud has done a lot for the Bucks and has been a great coach for them as well. My all-rookie first team is Luka Doncic, Trae Young, Marvin Bagley, Jaren Jackson Jr., and DeAndre Ayton. Luka Doncic, you guys know why. Trae Young, you guys know why. Marvin Bagley has played great for Sacramento. I kind of wish he could start a little more, but I think he's been playing really good for them until he got injured. I kind of stopped watching after he got injured, but he played really well through his first season, and yeah, I think the future for him is really bright. Same thing with Jaren Jackson. I think this kid is actually really good. He's played really well, especially for a Grizzlies team, because he took the starting spot from JaMychal Green, because I'm pretty sure that JaMychal Green was the original starter, but then Jaren Jackson kind of came in and he kind of just took everything. Also, sorry if I keep looking around. I'm looking at my OBS, and I'm also looking at the sheet where I have all the names written down. And finally, DeAndre Ayton. He played for a really bad Phoenix Suns team, but he's been doing really well. He's averaging like double-digit points and rebounds, which is very good. He reminds me a lot of David Robinson, so he has a lot of potential right there. That's pretty much his ceiling right there, I feel. Or he could be better than David Robinson. We don't really know. My all-rookie second team is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Colin Sexton, Kevin Knox, Rodness Kukris, and Mitchell Robinson. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is playing for a really good Clippers team that no one thought was going to make the playoffs, so I gotta commend him for that, especially since he's starting along with Patrick Beverley, so I think that he's going to be a really good player. Colin Sexton originally did not know how to play according to a lot of NBA vets, but I think he's picked up a lot of the slack, and he's really sort of like shown a lot of potential. Very good kid. I really like him. I actually preferred him over Trae Young, but I guess that Trae Young kind of proved me wrong right there, so that's why he's second team. Kevin Knox has played really well. Originally, kind of just like Colin Sexton and Trae Young, he wasn't playing great during the start of the season, but like every other Kentucky player, De'Aaron Fox. Kevin Knox has taken just been improving through game after game after game, and I think that he is probably the Knicks' best player right now, honestly. The dude from the Nets, I don't even know how to say his name, Kukris. He was the guy that really came out of nowhere. He was a second-round draft pick. I wasn't expecting him to be this good, but the kid has been playing pretty damn good, in my opinion. I like where things are going for him, and I think that he's going to be a really good guy as a part of their future, because he kind of took the starting spot from Rondus Hollis Jefferson. So I think the kid's going to do pretty good. Mitchell Robinson. My problem with Mitchell Robinson is the fact that he tries to be so block addicted. Like, he fouled out in like 19 minutes against the Raptors. He just needs to learn how to keep his hands to himself and like at the proper times, because the dude just tries to block everything, and that literally causes him to get foul out like every game pretty much. But I think he's a pretty good player, and yeah, I think he's got a lot of potential. He's a really good rim running center as well, so we'll see where he goes from there. My All-NBA first team is Steph Curry, James Harden, Paul George, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Joel Embiid. Steph Curry did miss some games, same with Joel Embiid, but like always, both of them have been just consistent as always, just been very good players. Joel Embiid, I mean, I wish that he didn't shoot as many threes as he did, because his three-point percentage is really low, but I think he's really good. James Harden, Paul George, and Giannis Antetokounmpo were all my MVP picks, or are my 3 MVP picks, or like my top 3 MVP picks for this year. So I mean, I don't really need to talk about them like that. My second team is Damian Lillard, Russell Westbrook, Kevin Durant, Kawhi Leonard, and Nikola Jokic. Russell Westbrook averaged a 20-20-20 game. Also another triple-double for the 3rd year straight. Is there anything else I really need to say? Damian Lillard has really taken the responsibility of the team with CJ and Nurk out. He's really stepped up his game and really shown what kind of leader he can be, so that's why he's second team. KD is KD. The most consistent player throughout the NBA, can shoot literally from anywhere, no holes in his offensive game. And he's also very good. He's got so much length that he can literally just block and contest shots so well. Kawhi Leonard is on my second team because of the fact that he only played about like 60 games this year, so that's why he's not that's why he's not my first team. But he's literally just so defensive. That's also why he's not defensive player of the year for me. But he just plays such good defense. So what else can I really say about him? Like, he's a very amazing two-way wing that any team would love to have. And Jokic, my thing with Jokic is he needs to be a little more aggressive on the offensive end instead of so like pass like wanting to pass so much, because I mean, there's nothing wrong with a big man passing, but like I just wish he was a little more offensive. But he is a very good player nonetheless. He's pretty much the best player on that Nuggets team, so I mean, he's got to be on the second team for me. And then my third team is Kyrie Irving, DeMar DeRozan / Bradley Beal. I mean, I could put either one there. LeBron James, Blake Griffin, and Karl Anthony Towns. Kyrie has been the most entertaining player on and off the court this year, so I had to put him there. And plus, Kyrie is literally my favorite player in the league, so I had to put him somewhere on this list, I feel like. And he just also always plays good every year, pretty much. DeMar DeRozan and Bradley Beal kind of tied for me because DeMar DeRozan's game has really changed thanks to Pop. Because when he was with the Raptors, he was so reliant on ISO ball to where Kyle Lowry, it was literally just Kyle Lowry feeding him the ball instead of like everyone else. But Kyle Lowry has become more of a facilitator, which is really good. And DeMar DeRozan has boosted a lot of his numbers. I think he's like 25-5, 22-5-5, something like that. I'm not really sure, but he's played a lot better, and Papa's really changed the way that he plays, and I really like the direction that DeMar DeRozan's game is going to be going from here on out, pretty much. LeBron has disappointed me. As a Lakers fan, I am really disappointed. I mean, he got injured, but even when he said he's going to activate playoff LeBron, it didn't even like look like he was, like, yeah, he looked like he was slowing down, but there were times where he just didn't look like he wanted to play. Like, there's a bunch of highlights. Everyone can find them. It's embarrassing, but honestly, he wasn't the best player this season, but I still think that he's one of the best players in the game right now still. Blake Griffin took a legitimate 180 with his career. He revived his career by going to Detroit, because every time people would just say, oh, he just relies solely on athleticism, but now he's begun to shoot from the outside and just really improve his game, and just that fast. Honestly, he's been playing really great for Detroit. And finally, for Karl Anthony Towns, yes, the Timberwolves have been losing a lot, and they're not the same Timberwolves as they were last year. But with Jimmy Butler gone, Karl Anthony Towns really took a leap. I said that because that was originally what I was gonna say. Really took a leap this year when Jimmy Butler left. His numbers have been amazing. Yes, he did miss one game, which he is literally like, this is the first time he's ever missed a game in his NBA career, which is stunning to me. But Karl Anthony Towns, despite the fact that he's not on a winning team, has played really well. Also, same thing with Bradley Beal. Bradley Beal, now that John Wall is not going to be there till probably, like, he probably might not even play next year, but Bradley Beal has just taken that big load onto him, and he leads the league in minutes, and he's just been lighting that team up, even though every night, even though like the record that he has does not show it at all. And finally, I have my first team all defense, which is Patrick Beverley, Drew Holiday, Paul George, Giannis, and Rudy. The only people who need explanations are Patrick Beverley and Drew Holiday. Patrick Beverley is literally a dog, though. Like, if you look at him play, he is just an he brings it on the defensive end. Like, everyone he guards has a hard time against them. He was guarding LeBron at one point and was able to really like LeBron could not do anything against Patrick Beverley, which was hilarious. Drew Holiday has always been underrated in my opinion, maybe because he plays in New Orleans and the Anthony Davis trade saga literally took over the NBA and everyone was just so focused on him. But I think Drew Holiday is very underrated, and I think that he's a very great defender, and he literally locked up Dave and CJ in the playoffs last year. So I mean, yeah, I got Drew Holiday. Like, I love Drew Holiday. And Paul George, Giannis, and Gobert don't need any sort of explanations to them. That's who they are. And now we'll just move on to the last part, which is my all defense second team. My bad, I'm sorry guys. So for my second team, I've got Marcus Smart, Klay Thompson, Kawhi Leonard, PJ Tucker, and Joel Embiid. Marcus Smart is the glue of the Boston Celtics. It's too bad that he literally got injured right before the playoffs happened, but I think that they can still win without him, but they will be missing a big defensive juggernaut in Marcus Smart. Klay Thompson has always been underlooked as a defender. Even Kevin Durant pointed it out. So I just felt like it would have been proper to put Klay Thompson on my all-defense second team, because I think he deserves to be on an all-defense team at least once in his damn life. And he guards the hardest dude on the floor usually, or at least guards the point guards that they go up against every night. So props to him, honestly. Also, shout out to Santa Margarita. Kawhi Leonard, because of the fact that he missed so many games, is the reason why he is on my all defense second team, because I mean, if he played every game this season, he would be first team because that guy plays defense. Like, he is a nightmare to play when you're like on the like for an offense. He is just a nightmare, and that's why he's on my second team, just because of the fact that he missed a lot of games. PJ Tucker is literally the defensive anchor of the Houston Rockets now that they no longer have Trevor Ariza and Luka Baamute. Their defense is still pretty garbage, honestly. But PJ Tucker has really helped them like not be like flaming garbage, I guess. And last but not least, Joel Embiid. He doesn't really need an explanation. Joel Embiid is Joel Embiid. He'll talk his smack on both ends of the court, and yeah, he's just really good on offense and defense. I just wish he stopped taking threes all the time, and I wish that Ben Simmons would take some of those threes, but I mean, can't really do anything about that. But yeah, so this is my 2018-2019 NBA regular season awards. If you guys disagree or have a different list, feel free to comment down below, and also hit the subscribe button if you guys are interested in some of the content that I'm going to be posting. My name is Saiko. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Have yourselves a good day, and like always, I will catch you guys later. Bye, guys.